Hi, this is Raj, your host, Unleashing Talent. Welcome to the Young Talent Career Podcasts. Today, we will be doing the first podcast on the digital age, whether it is a blessing or a curse for all of us. And of course, it's a blessing if you look at it from the perspective of getting the best out of it, but it might be a curse if we don't. Keep it under control. So that's how I feel it. And remember, all our podcasts now in season 3, our Young Talent program is focused on the young talent for their career. So, what is the average time you spend on social media? Let me ask you some questions. These questions would be for you to kind of think through your focus on the digital world. Do you watch television every day? And if yes, how much do you do Facebook every day? And if you do, how much do you do? Do you understand what is the average spend youngsters spend on the social media? And how often do you visit the Instagram? And I would continue to ask you some of these questions and tease you. Do you do WhatsApp? And if you do, yes, how much? And how much it pulls you into it, and how much you do it under a controlled environment. So another question I can ask you is, do you sometimes watch the videos that auto pops up of often, and you get pulled into it? And I do that pretty often. So I want to watch something else, and something just pops up, and that develops interest in me, and I just click and watch that video for a couple of minutes or 3. So time just passes by, and I never understand. Another, I think the characteristics, if I may say, is, do you start feeling being in the privacy as a young talent? Not from the study perspective, but kind of you feel getting into a private space and spend more time on the social media because maybe your parents would not like. So that's not a right tendency to do. Do you feel about your favorites, and do you follow your favorites every day? And it could be from music to the cinemas to whatsoever. Do you sometimes watch stuff because it just pops up, and you like or you don't like, you don't know, but you just watch because you just like it? So coming back to why I asked these questions to you is, and these questions would kind of trigger thought to you, whether the digital age is controlling you or you are controlling digital age. And why I picked this up, because I read few articles from the India Times group, and I did a little bit of Google on this topic, and I found that average time for the young teen on social media is too high. So now the topic is not social media. Remember, the topic is young talent career podcasts, and one of the important aspects is how much time you're spending on the social media, and is that worthwhile? Is that stopping your career? Is that a bottleneck in your career? Is that derailing your career goals and things like that? So to sum up this discussion, I would say that make the legitimate decision to be on the social media, for a very solid reason that you have, because people with career cannot afford to spend time on something that is not of that much relevant, while the bombardment on the social media is done in a way that it pulls you, it pulls me, it pulls all of us into it, and we get driven, and it starts influencing us, and as a result of that, our time is basically spent more than what we want to, and it has an impact on our career. So our first podcast was on the social media and its impact on the career. Stay tuned. I would be coming back with more podcasts on the Young Talent Career Podcast series. Thanks a lot. Take care. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.